Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Phi and this is Money Philosophy. Today we will talk about cryptocurrency and some of the stocks and ETFs associated with Bitcoin and Ethereum and project the price targets for these stocks and ETFs in the short term by looking at charts and technical analysis. I'm usually covering Tesla and some of the technology sector stocks, but today I'd like to touch on cryptocurrency because it has been on a bullish run in the last few days. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I am a growth stock investor and a trader, and I'd love to share with you my investing and trading journeys. I am also a crypto investor, and I have a healthy portion of my portfolio in cryptocurrency. It has been pretty much on the downside until recently, so now that we start seeing some signal of a potential bullish run, I'd like to revisit it and bring to the table a little bit of my technical analysis and see what the price targets would be in the short term. Cryptocurrency has been a topic of controversy lately. For example, the new SEC boss wants more crypto oversight to protect investors. In addition to that, China also announced this new crackdown on cryptocurrency, and this is not the first time that China attempts to regulate the cryptocurrency market. This is not just China and the US, but a few other governments also try to control and regulate cryptocurrency only because it affects the national currency of those countries, and cryptocurrency is such a new concept. Ideally, it should be a peer-to-peer type currency, but it has since created a lot of uneasiness and discomfort for government agencies as a whole because of the lack of regulations around it. On the other hand, July 18 was the lockup period expiration date for the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, ticker symbol GBTC, which meant that a bunch of investors that bought into GBTC could sell out of GBTC on July 18, which further caused the ETF to go downhill together with cryptocurrency. Now, we have been going through that for about 2 weeks, and crypto start getting some buying pressure again. So let's take a look at charts both for Bitcoin, Ethereum, GBTC, and some of the crypto stocks such as MicroStrategy and Square to see where these stocks and ETFs could be going in the short term. And let's see what we could do as traders to capitalize on this potential bullish run of the crypto market. I'm looking at the daily chart for Bitcoin futures contract expiring in August 2021. The price right now is 42,800. One thing that I noticed is aside from the daily candles that are relatively bullish, we have huge buy volumes for the last 2 days. We also see that the volume right now is at 378%, which is substantial compared to the last 30 days. So this is definitely a good sign for a bullish run. In addition to that, Bitcoin is hovering right above 50 days SMA, which is at $35,769. So that is another bullish sign. Bitcoin has two gaps that it could fill. The first gap is from $45,650 to $49,200. This gap was created due to a drop in the middle of May. The second gap was created just about a few days before that, and that gap is from 52,800 to 54,800. So Bitcoin should eventually fill both of these gaps. And in order to do that, it would need to get to 54,800. So that is a substantial move from currently at 42,800. That is roughly $12,000 room to run within a short term. The next question is, when exactly will we see Bitcoin fill both of these gaps, or at least one gap, to 49,200? Can it get there within the next 24 to 48 hours? Let's take a look at a smaller time frame chart. So on the hourly chart, looks like Bitcoin has been consolidating for a week or so and start breaking out now. I think this is probably just the beginning of the bullish run. The next price target in the short term is $45,653 at the lower end of that gap, which also happens to be the pivot line for this futures right here. Then the next step, of course, is to fill this gap at 49,200. Right now it's at 42,800. I don't think it would have huge trouble getting to 45,600. Once it gets there, it should fill the gap and continue to 49,000 pretty quickly. So I do expect that Bitcoin would get to 45,600 in the next 24 hours, and it could potentially spike into 49 within the next 48 to 72 hours, given the bullish run, provided that we still see the volume. So right now, I do see huge amount of volume, and I do expect that Bitcoin will continue this run. Look at GBTC while we're at Bitcoin. GBTC had an all-time high of $58. Right now, it is just making it back to 200 days SMA. A death cross was formed earlier this month, which kind of signaled the July 18 lockup expiration here, which marked a bottom. Actually, it's a double bottom here from 6/21 to July 18, and then it starts spiking back up. The fact that GBTC gapped up and stay up for the last 2 weeks up here is extremely bullish. It is waiting for something, and then it's going to spike further. So this group of candles that are consolidating here with a gap up and has not filled the gap is just basically bullish continuation waiting to break out. And in fact, I think it might have considered broken out over the weekend. This ETF is just not yet updated for weekend results. So we should see a spiking into Monday and next week. GBTC has a decent support at $29.86, which is the 50 days SMA, and also a resistance at $35.18. And at this point, it is already at $35.18, and it holds that level pretty well. So it ended Friday at $36, so I think that it will spike on Monday, and it potentially will make it back up to about $47 by the end of the week. And within the next few days or weeks, we should see it make it back to near all-time high in the low 50s. Now, Ethereum futures is also very similar to Bitcoin. It had a double bottom at around $1,800 to $1,700, and it has been spiking back up. Right now, it is forming a W, and if history tells us anything from a technical pattern standpoint, this W could spike back up, and it could make it back to its all-time high of about 4,300 within the next few weeks or so. Right now, we don't have a whole lot of data because this is just a futures contract for August, but we can see that the buy volume is ginormous, the green candles here, and then the volume overall is 335%. Bitcoin was 378%, so it's very comparable to Bitcoin for that matter. And I do think that this is a great setup for a major bullish run coming up in the next week or two. Take a look at MicroStrategy, ticker symbol MSTR. This is a stock that tracked the crypto market pretty well, particularly Bitcoin. We can see that MSTR had a bullish set of candles formed a couple of weeks ago. This is where I share with you guys in the past that I entered a call option, and then it did materialize on the Monday after, which was last Monday. And then it consolidated up here and start breaking out again. So we see two set of gap up candles, and the gap has not been filled. So this is pretty bullish situation for MSTR as well. MSTR next resistance level would be approximately $800, and then above that it would be around $870. I do expect that on Monday MSTR will have a gap up, and it could potentially get to the mid 800 sometime Monday and Tuesday. Now MSTR has an all-time high of about $1,300, and so it it will potentially get to above $1,000 within the next couple of weeks here. And I do believe that ultimately the goal is for it to get back to $1,300. Right now, it stayed well above 50 days SMA and 200 days SMA, which is at 585 and 542 respectively. And it has been moving up without filling the gap up here. So that is an important distinction. When a stock move up and consolidate on a gap up, just like these hanging candles here, that is an extremely bullish sign. And I do expect it to materialize. And once again, the last 2 weeks has formed another set of hanging candles, gapped up and stay up with a breakout toward the back half of last week. So I do expect it to gap up on Monday. Now, Square is not entirely a crypto play, but Square does hold a decent portion of its cash in Bitcoin, and Square recent run up was different from what catalyzed Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, it's important to note that Square is also on a bullish run and is probably going to be propelled further with the fact that the crypto market is boiling in bullish momentum right now. So I do think that Square will continue to go back up. My immediate price target is 311 and 344. I know it's only at 275 right now, but it already hit its all-time high at $289. So I do think that it will go back up to above $300, and 311 and 344 would be my immediate price target. So this is it for this video. I hope you find the information helpful. Comment down below if you'd like me to make more videos similar to this one. And until the next video, bye.